So I said, let there be light. Yeah, that joke's wasted on you. So, yes, good news, everyone. Kind of. Okay. There's a lot of noises today, so I may just go, arr, 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 arr. I may have a look around. Also, you may notice I look like shite. There's a reason for that. The following video may contain swear words. If you do not like words such as shit, piss, fuck, sucker, motherfucker, tits, fart, turd, or twat, I suggest you fuck off. Good news, everyone! Kind of. So, yeah, the channel's getting videos. That's the good news. Piss off already. No. So, yeah. New videos. Don't have a schedule yet. Piss. I may have to sit in a little to this mic. Or turn it up. Just a little touch. Okay, maybe I've just let it clip. Bollocks! So, yeah. New videos. No schedule yet. So let's talk about the new videos before I get on to my rambly I hate people. So, videos are going to be a little bit different because you know how I have done discussions before? Well, I kind of want to do something like that, but more one thing. More, here's one bit of a game, and there will be more episodes of that one game. Good, bad, or ugly. Watch Dogs is in that category. And yeah, I have 1 or 2 episodes of that coming out. And that's probably gonna be called Game Detective. Mostly because that's what I titled it 2 months ago. Yeah, I've planned this for a bit. So, yeah, that's the thing. No, I'm not really getting a lot of bounce back. Fuck it. So, yeah, Game Detective, the first new series. Good news, everyone. Something new. Kind of. So, that's a thing. Discussions still gonna be there. And a Let's Play that you've already seen a teaser for, providing I have done that. If not, insert here.
We're all a part of history. Now it's time to make some of my own.
John. You have something that doesn't belong to you. You're holding what's rightfully mine. You're holding my championship. A championship that's owed to me. The longest reigning NXT champion deserves a title shot. Deserves a championship. I'm coming for what's mine. I'm coming for you. I'm here. And yeah, that's it. It's fairly basic. It does look a bit like shit, but that's the magic of trying to work with something that would take maybe 6 hours to properly look good for 1 minute of video. No, not doing that. So yeah, hold on. I need to stick a tampon up my nose. Well then, let's see if that makes the edit. So yeah, new things and new series, and there possibly will be interim series in between a main one. So yeah, that being the Let's Play. So, what else do I want to talk about? Because I have nothing else to talk about there unless I spoil something. I've already spoiled that there will be a Watch Dogs video. At least one. On, the game detective thing. That's not gonna be weird. So yeah, Game Detective, quite like that series. It took a little bit of editing. The first couple episodes, quite frankly, all that I've done so far, are... how do I want to put it? A bit shoddy. I mean... okay. I could have been a little bit more confident. I wasn't. Maybe it's because it's a new idea. Maybe it's because something else. But yeah, that's the thing, and, well, have at it. So yeah, it's a good series as long as you understand that I'm trying to point out something I like while also possibly talking about things that I don't like. Tiny little bit of a spoiler here. There is Just Cause in that, and there is the driving in Just Cause that I cover just a little tiny bit. About half an hour. And yeah, it's not fun. Also, some videos may be a little bit shorter than normal. Because, yeah, they don't need excess tripe in there. So, yeah. Nonetheless, that's the thing. That's boring. Blah, blah, blah. So, what else do I want to talk about? Well, British TV. Because I did give recommendations last time. This time I am going to talk about idiots. Because, yeah. So, let's start off with a little bit of British TV history. Because if you don't know, in Britain you get 5 channels straight off the bat. Any TV you have will most likely have 5 channels at minimum. And they are very simply put BBC One, BBC Two, ITV or STV, providing where you are, or... I was about to say something about Ireland, and then I realised there's an I, there's an R. I just didn't want to go into it, but yeah, that would probably be ITV. And there's also Channel 4 and Channel 5. Now, 3 of those channels run ads. You know, the type of ads that you would think of. Here's food that you can buy. Here's tat you can buy. Like a blender that is undescribable but is supposedly a bullet. Not sponsored, but best way I can get round things. Yeah. That's the thing. And it's shite. Because those 5 channels at minimum do a great job of here's TV and here's ads, and you don't have to pay anything on top of that. BBC. Now, if you live in America or some other places, BBC run ads. For example, BBC America run ads, as far as I know. In Britain, not so much. Product placement in Britain is hell. Hence the reason I go, that undescribable company that you can buy things from that also has Prime at the end of it if you want video. I'm not paid to say that, but it is me saying, hey, here's a thing. Possibly. And the point of ads happens to be, well, product placement in Britain is a hellhole, because you have to go, here is an ad. This is going to be an ad. No way around this. If you do not want to be sold something, do not watch this. Hence why, what was it, last year? People in Britain, or British vloggers, or some American vloggers, got a little bit hit up the ass with the government going, motherfucker, say what? You advertising to people? You fucking what? We are gonna come down on your ass like no motherfucker ever has before. So yeah, Britain has a very strict law against, here's an ad, but I'm not gonna tell you it's an ad until I have told you to go buy it, because I have a link to things. Because, well, that's a bad thing. At least in Britain. In America, you can do whatever you want. Even with cancer treatments. Even in Britain, there's very strict laws against selling someone medicine if you're not a pharmacist. Perfect example is, in America, you buy your medicine from the supplier of the medicine. In Britain, your supplier is a pharmacist, not a pharmaceutical company. In Britain, a pharmaceutical company has to sell to a doctor, of whom will prescribe you with whatever it is. So there's a simple ad thing, as well as if in a TV show, for example, American Idol, in Britain you'll have seen a red cup. In America, you'll have seen a red cup with that American company that is the other one from Pepsi. That one. Not that I condone drinking Pepsi. It is flat as shit, and it is just, it's bleh. Totally didn't say anything back there. So, yeah. Very strict laws. In Britain, you would see a blur over the Coca-Cola label, and in America, you would have seen the actual label to sell you that drink. And yeah, BBC don't really do that. BBC don't go, here's an ad in the middle of a show. Well, not product placement based. Well, they could go, hey, here's something in a TV show, but they don't break for ads. They don't go, hey, midway through a show, here's an ad for a shit watch. I think that's called a swatch. And yeah, you just watch the full show from start to finish. And that's a good thing in some ways, but also a bad thing in others, because even in between shows, there is no ad for a thing. Like, no ad for random company that makes cakes, or random company that makes something you put in cakes, or random shite. And that's kind of a good thing and kind of a bad thing, because you don't have a set time that you can get up, make a cup of coffee or tea. You can get up, go take a piss, or anything else. It's about a minute in between each show, which is a right pain in the arse. So yeah, not fun. And yeah. So, what do I want to talk about? Because I talked about that. BBC can be good. Not that I'm paid to say that. But at the same time, BBC is very shit. For example, Get Out, you punched someone in catering. That company with Prime. Ta-da! Let's not sing any more of that, or copyright will be on my ass. So yeah, BBC sometimes is a good thing. For example, Doctor Who, Robot Wars. Yeah, that's about it right now. It really is. That remake of Porridge was shite. The remaking of Are You Being Served was, how do I put it, shite. And yeah, that's about it. There's not much on BBC that is really that great. But recently, hold on. If I didn't turn that down twice, yeah, that would clip. And you don't want that if you're using headphones. My point here is, yeah, BBC recently lost the rights to a TV show. No, not just Top Gear. Top Gear isn't unlicensed by BBC, it's a BBC thing, and they own the rights to it, so they have fun with that by putting shit presenters, well, a shit presenter on it. So yeah, shit presenter on Top Gear. And that's not what has lost its license for BBC. Oh yeah, the whole point of BBC not running ads is because they want to tax people for owning a TV. So if you own a TV in Britain, you have to pay £130. It's not a joke. That is something that's real, and feel lucky that you get ads now. Because, yeah, someone has to pay for shows. Personally, I think it should be ads, but oh well, let's just tax people for owning something. So, yeah, BBC lost the license to the Great British Bake Off or some shite like that. Something I clearly don't give a shit about. Hold on. So yeah, they lost they lost the rights to a TV show. And another company picked it up. Channel 4. A company that does run ads. Now, the reason I'm talking about this isn't for, oh, other people are talking about it. The point I'm talking about it is because just before I started recording, I checked Twitter, and one of the headlines from a proper big British newspaper, it's actually a thing for a British newspaper, is something along the lines of, oh, the British Bake Off disappearing from BBC is worse than Brexit. The only way I can explain what those people are, if those people say anything along that or along those lines, would be, you are a bunch of c***s. I mean, really. Country possibly going into economical collapse because the EU doesn't want to have, hey, we're Britain, we don't want the free movement of people. That's why arseholes voted out. But yeah, EU went, hey, look, here's an offer. You have to take the free movement of people if you want to be in the free market. And Britain doesn't really want to do that because a conservative government. To you too. Yeah. Britain could go into economical collapse. So that's fun. And yet some arsehole is equating a TV show disappearing from one channel and popping up on another to the same thing. Damn, you're a bunch of c***s. If you want to watch someone bake a cake, go round to your grand's house, grandmother, nan, whatever. Go round to her place. She's feeling a bit lonely since you haven't visited her in about 3 weeks, and watch her bake a fucking cake, you It's people baking cakes. That's what the Great British Bake Off. There's a reason I put quotation marks around Great British. What really is great about Britain now? Nothing! You're a bunch of, well, I say you, I mean mostly the arseholes in England. There's some arseholes in Scotland, some arseholes in Wales, and probably some arseholes in Northern Ireland, but my point here is, yeah, let's point out, there's nothing really that great about Britain, considering people have been shouted at, well, have had racial slurs shouted at them since Brexit, or at least the vote about Brexit happened. So, yeah, nothing really that great about Britain. And now a whole bunch of c***s want to equate a TV show disappearing, and 2 presenters from the show disappearing while the show pops up somewhere else to a country possibly going into economical collapse. Once again, I will call whoever decides to equate a TV show disappearing from one channel to another to economical collapse a bunch of c***s. Now in Britain that might not seem like, oh, that's not a big insult. In America, it's a big insult. At least someone understands, I fucking hate you arseholes. Not America. I actually like America when it's not, woo, white people. Because fuck white people. Oh, I'm made of milk. That's what it is. I can say fuck white people. It's a fucking TV show. Go round to your nan's, watch her bake a cake, talk to her for a bit, maybe eat a bit of cake. I just don't get this whole idea of, oh, a TV show is disappearing. Okay, first of all, it's not that great. You can go round your fucking nan's and watch her bake a fucking cake. Yep. It's not as if I'm a little bit pissed off. Then again, I've been awake for a while. I've got 3 hours of wrestling to watch later on. And I've already watched 2.5, 2 and 3 would be, oh fuck. I've watched too much wrestling, I'm off my sleeping pattern, I've had too much coffee, and c***s are equating economical collapse to a TV show popping up somewhere else. There's a reason I call you a bunch of c***s. Anyway, I am going to go so I don't have to talk about the Great British Bake Off anymore, because, wow, I'll call some people a bunch of c***s even more, and yeah. I don't like fucking people. So yeah, new videos coming out soon and stuff, and I may have to change the date of something, but yay, fun times. And yeah, go watch things. Preferably not a fucking show where people bake a fucking cake. It's a fucking cake in a tent. People are baking a cake in a fucking tent while your nan's just round the corner and you can talk to her. And actually eat fucking cake. Time to shove a tampon up my nose now. It's not actually a tampon, it's just a mint in... Yeah, quite literally, I have just snorted mint